Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of the fish collection video on Bonelop Fish Market. I suppose we better pick up where we left off. This is a Tucson Survivor Billy Bass, I believe. Might have been a sample, I don't know. It was hard to tell. But anyway, here we go.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Every life will have some trouble, but when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And now I'm back on the flack. Don't look surprised that I'm still singing, 'cause you know I have the knack. Can you believe what you see? Bet you can't believe it's me. Did you think for just 1 second you'd be back to look at me? I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey.
Alright, here is the regular Survivor. Got this guy at Cracker Barrel a few years ago.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And now I'm back on the flack. Don't look surprised that I'm still singing, 'cause you know I have the knack. Can you believe what you see? Bet you can't believe it's me. Did you think for just 1 second you'd be back to look at me? I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey.
Alright, and here is my custom rockin' singing bass. I built him a few years back. My favorite custom of all time. So he is probably never going to be up for sale. But anyway, here we go. Alright, here is the Christmas Travis Trout. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas version on the rock plaque.
For the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that old St. Nicholas goes would be there. 'Cause it's Christmas, my favorite time of the year. Yeah, it's Christmas, and Santa Claus will soon be here.
And right here is our, here's my 2004/2005 Big Mouth Billy Bass Jr. Got him on eBay. He is basically brand new, had never been removed from the box.
I wanna know, can you help me? I understand. But take me to the river, drop me in the water. Take me to the river, put me in the water. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And now I'm back on the plaque. Don't look surprised that I'm still singing, 'cause you know I have the knack. Can you believe what you see? Bet you can't believe it's me. Did you think for just 1 second you'd be back to look at me? I will survive, I will survive, I will survive. Hey, hey.
And this one is my good catfish that I don't have up for sale. This one was almost, it looked like it had never been used actually. It was in really good shape when I bought him, and I got him for like $12 on eBay. So
Come on, buddy. Help me get out of here. Excuse me. I must have eaten a bad worm. Don't look at me that way. Nothing smells fishy around here. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
alright, this is my custom Tommy Trout on Billy Bass plaque. If you hear that meowing in the distance, it's my cat. I do apologize. She's being obnoxious this morning. I built him out of spare parts that I had lying around. I spray painted a Billy Bass nameplate and then used paint marker to paint his, to put the letters on, and then I sprayed that with a clear coat for longevity. He has a Billy Bass mechanism inside of him all throughout. He has 2, I believe 10 tooth or 11 tooths on the motor, which keep his head nice and tight when it moves. So here we go.
Give me back that little fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that little fish. Give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all. So give me back that little fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that little fish. Give me that fish.
This is my Billy Bass Ornament. I got that for Christmas back in 2015. Yeah, it was 2015, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have any batteries in him, so we can't play him, but he doesn't move. He just makes noise. This is Christmas Travis Trout on the Billy Bass plaque. Sings Jingle Bells and Up on the Housetop.
One more open sleigh, for the field to go.
2015 Christmas Billy Bass. I got him actually in 2016 or 17, I believe, in a trade with another fish collector. He worked perfect. I replaced the skin, as you can see, because I didn't like the old skin. It was just so bland looking, so I wanted to give him a green look, and it just looks better.
Jingle bells, oh my scales, I'm up here on the wall, hanging like an ornament, and no one cares at all. Oh, jingle bells, oh my scales, and no one thinks a thing of a big bass mounted on a plaque until he starts to sing.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and now I'm back on the plaque. Don't look surprised that I'm still singing, 'cause you know I have the knack. Can you believe what you see that you can't believe is me? Did you think for just 1 second you'd be back to look at me? I will survive, I will survive, I will survive. Hey, hey.
Moving on to the original Christmas Billy Bass, sings Jingle Bells and Up on the Housetop. I got him in Alexandria, Minnesota at an antique shop for $15. He had never been removed from the box, and the batteries were not rusted. So, yeah, he was in excellent condition. I don't think I had to do anything to him, but it was a few years ago, so... Here's the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas version. This one had been sitting in my closet for a while. I bought him a while ago and never took him out of the box.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that old St. Nicholas soon would be there. 'Cause it's Christmas, my favorite time of the year. Yeah, it's Christmas, and Santa Claus will soon be here.
This is my custom cool catfish. He sings "Take Me to the River" and "Hunting, Fishing, and Loving Every Day." I had a spare new Billy Bass mode or circuit board, and I found this catfish at Goodwill. His plaque had cracked, and he had the box, and the skin was okay. I think he looks fine, but that's all I have to say about him. Here we go. This is the latest bigmouth billy bass to enter the collection. I bought him at the thrift store along with that Travis Trout and Catfish. He only needed a new headgear and a new button because his old button, it would not activate him. Clean battery compartment, excellent condition otherwise, has a very deep voice. So yeah, here we go.
Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. I wanna know, can you help me? I understand. Take me to the river. Drop me in the water. Take me to the river. Put me in the water.
And last but not least, my custom 'Twas the Night Before Christmas Billy Bass. It is just a 2021 Billy Bass with a Santa hat, jingle bell, and a Christmas Travis Trout brain inside of him. It was my fiance's idea to stick the jingle bell on the hat instead of the tail. I think it looks good. It looks kind of vintage that way. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this custom. This is one of my all-time favorites, and that is why he's in the collection.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that old St. Nicholas soon would be there. This Christmas, my favorite time of the year. Yes, Christmas, and Santa Claus will soon be here.
All right, I believe that concludes the Singing Fish Collection fish room tour. That is all the singing fish that I currently own. Like I said in the last video, feel free to email me or message me if you have any fish that you would like to let go of or to sell. If they're interesting, I may be interested. Looking at collecting a couple rare ones. I would like to find the 2009 mini recordable version. I think a good spot for him would be right here. And then, of course, there's all this wall all around the room that is still empty. And maybe we should think about filling it. So, if you got anything good, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'll leave my email and messenger in the description so you can look at that. But other than that, I think it is time to end. So thank you very much and enjoy your day.